ill
Money gang.
instrumentals.
Global gang. Ciao. Yeah. I started off in them trenches. I started off in them trenches. I started off in them trenches. Since a youngin' I've been getting. I started off in them trenches. I started off in them trenches. I started off in them trenches. Now my pockets full of benches. I started off in them trenches. Scaling that work in the kitchen. I started off in them trenches. Bagging that shit with my niggas. I started off in them trenches. Since a youngin' I've been getting it. Now my pockets full of benches. Look at how a nigga living. I started off in them trenches. Scaling and bagging that work in the kitchen. Now my pockets hold more paper than the composition. Keep that 40 on me for opposition. For the talking, we can get it poppin', nigga. When I start squeezing, I ain't stopping, nigga. Red dot a nigga, head shot a nigga. I'm a savage nigga, like them shot of niggas was beef pussy to a lobster dinner. Had the round table with my mob hitters, thinking about how we gon' rob niggas. We don't do no 9 to 5 killer, we be staining niggas to survive. Beefing with the gang, that's a homicide. Got 100 hitters, that's 100 clips. Pussy no lacking, I'm straight about the action. I stay with my shooters, they stay with them Rugers. Keep talking that shit, watch them bullets go through you. Grimy as fuck, how them hitters gon' do you. Murk you then play you like we never knew you. In love with the streets and is loving me back. Way before music, I was in the trap. Talking about guns on the table, drugs on the counter, money on the flow, shooters at the door. That's how I be in them trenches. Tino got that Draco when the clip extended. These niggas just mad cause they know that I'm winning. I've been a real one ever since the beginning. I pray to the Lord even though I be sinning. I got them driven the life that I'm living. I'm doing everything that I envision.
I'm full of ambition, grinding till you get it, rules of the trenches.
I started off in them trenches. I started off in them trenches. I started off in them trenches. Since a youngin' I've been getting. I started off in them trenches. I started off in them trenches. I started off in them trenches. Now my pockets full of benches. I started off in them trenches. Scaling that work in the kitchen. I started off in them trenches. Bagging that shit with my niggas. I started off in them trenches. Since a youngin' I've been getting it. Now my pockets full of benches. Look at how a nigga living.
No handouts, got it straight out the trenches. Grew up with these loyal ass niggas and bitches. No food in the fridge, only pots in the kitchen. Only way out, gotta know how to get it. Trenches everywhere, city to city. You from the trenches, then I know that you feel me. Straight out the sack, niggas packing them semis. We had it the harder way, nigga, like Penny. Now I dumped through them 100s and 50s and 20s. Only sip do say Remy and Henny. You know he move weight, something like Jenny. Slide through the trenches, your bitch rolling with me. Remember the mids, 2 for the 8. Now I only smoke gas, blow a wood to the face. Trenches make me the man I am today. You doing too much, you just in the way. You nickel and diamond still waiting on the play. 100 round, 100 clip under the K. In the trenches, they ramen noodles off a plate. No silver spoon, shrimp, lobster, steak. Move the AZ link with Killer the Great. You don't want to fade with my nigga Boss J. Chop from the mitten, you know how we play. Don't fuck with these niggas they fake. You ain't got that back, that's the reason you hate. That sucker shit, nigga, how could I relate? What you know about hitting licks broad day? Had 10 TVs, one nigga bought 8. Niggas talk down and be all in your face. You ain't from the trenches, I know where you stay. Quit lying, that like that you talk about fake. I'm about the illest, the trenches gon' make straight drop.
I started off in them trenches. I started off in them trenches. I started off in them trenches. Since a youngin' I've been getting. I started off in them trenches. I started off in them trenches. I started off in them trenches. Now my pockets full of benches. I started off in them trenches. Scaling that work in the kitchen. I started off in them trenches. Bagging that shit with my niggas. I started off in them trenches.